Hi, my name is Mark, and I am from Providence, Rhode Island. The state of Rhode Island is located in the region of the United States known as New England. In this photo, you can see some houses typical to the region. It is during the fall, a time of the year we call Indian summer, when we have a week or two when it gets nice and warm before heading into the winter. I will give you some basic information about the region I am from. The New England region is made up of 6 states: Rhode Island, Connecticut, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Maine, and Vermont. It is a very diverse region with many varied environments within its 190,000 square kilometers. Its diversity continues with its approximately 1,140,000 inhabitants. The largest city of the region is Boston, with well over 600,000 people living there. In comparison, Providence, which is about an hour's drive south of Boston, has just over 175,000 people. The term New England first came into being when used by John Smith, an English adventurer who traveled to and explored a portion of the region. He wrote a book in which he wrote about the abundance of fish and forests, as well as other findings that sparked great interest in others for the region. This brings me to my next topic, the history of New England. The first permanent settlement was the Plymouth Plantations, settled in 1620, although there had been many attempts for many years previous. Arriving on a ship named the Mayflower in 1620, the Pilgrim Fathers first landed in the area now known as Cape Cod, but ended up settling the Plymouth Colony and the Massachusetts Bay Colony further south along the coast. There were also settlements in Salem and Roxbury too. The Native American tribes welcomed the settlers for the most part and helped them with learning how to survive by teaching them new planting methods and the different foods. It is said that both the natives and the pilgrims had a feast together following a good harvest, which we now celebrate each year as Thanksgiving. Later on, the pilgrims turned against the Indians and fought with them as their desire for the land and the resources grew. As these colonies were growing, many of the people believed in witches, and those that were considered witches often tried in witch trials and often executed. The most famous is the Salem witch trials that took place in Salem, Mass. in 1692. The city is today called Witch City and is a popular place for present-day witches. Boston, the largest city in New England today, was, and is today, an important trading harbor. In 1773, there was an incident known as the Boston Tea Party. Colonists protesting against the East India Tea Company for the high taxes levied upon them, dressed as Indians and boarded a ship anchored in the harbor, tossing the tea into the waters of the harbor, both destroying the tea and sending a clear message to the English king. There were several more incidents like that. The colonists fought for freedom and independence, declaring their independence with the Declaration of Independence. They reached their goal in 1776, when the colonies became independent from Great Britain. This is very important, as it was basically the birth of the United States, beginning with those 13 colonies. This event is still